Hi, everyone. I'm Leslyn Keith with Lipedema Simplified and the Lipedema Project here again to talk to you about what's new and coming up with lipedema. And today I'm joined by my lovely co-host and partner and friend, Catherine Seo. Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Leslyn. Hi, everyone. We
And
really
as
look
usual,
forward to this.
we've had an action-packed week. And we're both pretty exhausted at this point because there's been so much going on. We've got a lot coming up. We can't wait to tell you about three biggies today. We've got three big ones to talk about. Catherine always tells me I'm supposed to schmooze a little bit before I get right down to business. So anything you want to share before we get right down to our three big announcements today?
Well, I'll tell you the thing that is on my mind. If I can tell everyone, are there any other cat lovers out here? This is my cat. She's like she likes to like she's like this. Like she's right on my chest. But she's aging. How do you help aging cats? This is my thing. I want her to be young again and
Yeah.
spry and jumping over everything. Instead, she like plops and just goes, "All right, pet me." Oh my God. But
Yeah,
she
I
is.
think that the biggest thing is just have her be as comfortable as she can all the time.
Yeah. See, look at this is what she does. Isn't she cute?
Yeah.
Cat lovers are so crazy. I'm one of them. Cat lovers. It's like we talk about our cats all the time. Oh,
But
goody.
Catherine, you've only limited yourself to two cats, so you're
Yeah,
doing really, really well.
yeah, two. Yeah, two at a time. I've had two
Two at a
other
time.
times, but
Yes.
this one, oh my God. And I've had these for 10 years. Since I started, they knew me before I was diagnosed with lipedema.
Mm-hmm.
So they've
Yep.
been with me through the entire lipedema journey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've got like 20 people on, so we should move into the business part.
Okay.
Less than the left brain. Let's get down and tell them all the fun things that are
I
going
know.
on.
And I'm going to start with actually something that we've already been talking about. We've been letting everybody know, reminding everybody about our symposium, our virtual symposium that's coming up. But we're going to have the link to register down there below for you to find out more and to register. So that's the Innovative Solutions for Lipedema and Lymphedema Virtual Symposium happening October 22, 23, and 24. 3 days of action-packed, wonderful speakers, clinicians, and people who have lymphatic and fat disorders are going to be talking. And we have wonderful sponsors that are helping us put this on. It's going to be a wonderful event. This one, although we do talk about keto, because that Catherine and I are really into nutrition as a big aspect of caring for lymphatic and fat disorders. But we are also going to be talking about all the other aspects, the emotional, the psychological, mental, the spiritual, and the social aspects, as well as all the physical aspects that include nutrition. So, as I said, this is going to be a great weekend. And since it's virtual and it's all recorded, if it is not at a favorable time for you or you're busy when it's going on, you will have access to all the recordings for 6 months afterwards. So you can watch it all at your leisure, or something you may want to watch again. You saw it live, but you want to see it again. I know I've had to do that several times with other lectures. And so you're going to have access to all that. Catherine, we're both really looking forward to this, right?
Oh my goodness. One of the things that we're doing is we want to have you all get a taste from some of the speakers. We've been working with the speakers. Oh my God. I thought we couldn't top what we'd already done, but these talks are beyond the speakers that are coming. So we have a series of Facebook Lives coming up, on this channel. So whatever channel you're watching us on now, you can come back and you can just take like there are 10, well, really, they're more like 15 or 20 minutes with the speakers. Leslyn is a great interviewer, and she gets all of the speakers to talk about all kinds of good things. So a lot of the speakers will be on Facebook Live. As Leslyn said, the link is below. And what we've done is we've put together the entire symposium around the holistic model that we work with, so that we're really looking at the social aspect. We actually start with the social aspect and frame the entire symposium around the interactions and the engagement that we have with one another, and then the emotional, spiritual, physical, and what am I missing? Mental and psychological. So all 5 aspects will be covered. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so do get there's a link above and there's a link below. So both places you could get a link to find out more information and register. Yeah. And when you register, one of our perks this time around is I get to tell you that Leslyn's new book is coming out on Tuesday of this week. And if you haven't already, be sure to check your email. We're having a book launch celebration on Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, which is 2 p.m. West Coast time, which is 10 p.m. in the UK and 11 p.m. in different parts of Europe and South Africa. So it's on the late side, but it's early morning on Tuesday, the next day in Australia and New Zealand.
Oh man, you are good.
So we're getting this. So come, we'll have confetti, champagne, hors d'oeuvres, keto, of course. And mostly what we'll have is a lot of heartfelt celebration for Leslyn's work and the new book called The Lymphatic Code. I love the work that you do, Leslyn, but I especially love this one. I love the referencing. Leslyn uses quotes throughout the entire book from Sherlock Holmes. I mean, because the lymphatic system has been in hiding for
We're unlocking the code. Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway, we talk about it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. Please join us for our the launch party that's going to happen on Tuesday. I think it's something that you will enjoy. And Cheryl just asked, is there a way to order a hard copy of the book? The hard copies are going to be available through Compression Guru. That's compressionguru.com. Maybe Catherine, you can put that in the chat. So you can go to compressionguru.com for the print copies. Otherwise, you can get the PDF download, the ebook from me at my website at leslynkeith.com. But it really explains, you learn more about the lymphatic system, how it works, what it does, and how it is involved in every aspect of health and disease. And I have this great quote, paraphrased quote by Dr. Stanley Roxon from Stanford here in California. He is a major researcher in lymphatic disorders, and he said that it may be that the lymphatic system is so important to every organ and system in the body that we may end up treating those disorders by treating the lymphatics. That's how important your lymphatics are. So this book will help you learn about the lymphatics and learn about what is the best lifestyle, including nutrition, for optimal functioning of your lymphatic system.
So Cheryl comes back and says, thank you. She loves ebooks, but she really likes a regular book. Me too.
I know. I
have a copy. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I have a copy, a hard copy. So I'll show everybody on Monday night when we're celebrating. We're going to be celebrating the book, the digital and the hard copy and all the different versions of it. And I even have a magnifying glass for it. So we can celebrate and look at the mag. But I'm not going to tell you anything else. That's
Okay.
it.
You're way ahead of me. And, and I wasn't even planning on talking about the book. So that means we have four big news things. And so we did the symposium. We talked about my book and the book launch coming up on Tuesday. So now another big announcement, and this is something we haven't talked about before. And this is about our new coaching collaborative for women with lipedema. And Catherine especially has been working very hard on putting this program together. Catherine, can you tell people a little bit about what you've been doing?
So we get many requests for coaching. And so we've had some changes of late. We've had some folks move on to do other things, and we had space. And one of the things I love about the universe is it never allows a space emptiness for very long. And what began as one or two people coming in and working with us has turned into 17. Let me say that again, 17 highly, highly skilled coaches from all over the world. We have a couple of MDs, one from Mexico, so Spanish speaking, another one from New Zealand. We have medical nutritionists from Turkey and Spain and South Africa and Poland and all over the US. And of course, our amazing Gail Straker. Gail is our keto and fasting coach. She's been doing that for quite a while. She will continue to do that. And she's playing a very a supportive and visible role. Oliver's from Hong Kong. There's just literally, we made a map and there are dots and pins all over the globe. Yes. So that we can have anyone from any place get the kind of support you want. The UK, we have a couple of folks in the UK. Mm-hmm. And the purpose of this is, so here's we do webinars, we have classes, and we go through what we know about and what we've found works with adapting keto. We have Veronica, who is a certified lymphedema therapist as well as a coach. We have anyway, it goes on and on. It's coming, all the different pieces. But every one of us can be supported in tweaking what it is we're doing because we're each unique. And as much as we do a lot of overview, and here's what we know, you're unique and you're different. And sometimes even just a couple of sessions with the coach can get you right on track. I have a lot of coaches in my life. I have for a very long time. If there's something that I need or someplace that I feel I can grow or become better, I look for someone who knows what they're doing and I get them to support me. And I've been doing that forever. And I coach around if there's something that I can help with lipedema, that I know in and out. Like I could do it in my sleep, and all of that. So, but I've been an executive coach. Part of my background is working with senior level executives in corporations, and so the coaching collaborative is on its way. We're going to have a webinar to introduce the whole coaching team. You're not going to want to miss it. They're just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. It's just really amazing. You've been on the things, isn't it amazing, the group that's come together?
It really is a fantastic group of people, although that many of our coaches can coach you on adopting a ketogenic lifestyle, they also have many other things that they do. Some really focus on body peace, body acceptance, emotional work that you may need to do. A lot of the keto coaches also have expertise in things like thyroid or exercise. I find it so interesting that we have two women that are also ex-professional basketball players. I mean, how did that happen? So there's a variety of interests in there, and some really great stuff. I would like to just point out really quick, Gail was good enough to put in the chat that although the book launch is happening, it's launching on Tuesday the 28th, our party is on the 27th, Monday. So very, very sorry about it if we said the wrong date for the party. The party will be on Monday, the 27th of September.
It's an indicator. When I get tired, I get dyslexic. So I have done a number of that. Please, please, please forgive me.
No, I think I did it too. So thank goodness for Gail catching that stuff. So we have one more thing that we wanted to talk about. And I think we have talked about it a little bit, but not on our Friday Facebook Lives. We've talked about it in other venues. This is an incredible project called the Real You Project. And really looking at body awareness and body acceptance and body love, loving yourself, loving the real you. And this is a project that Catherine has been working on, and she's brought in actually a couple other people that are pretty spectacular that are joining her to work on this. And it also involves a world-class photographer who has students from around the world. And so we're talking about actually making this into a even bigger project potentially of photographing lipedema ladies around the world. But we're starting small and starting online, and with a small retreat in LA. But Catherine, talk about the Real You Project. It's pretty spectacular.
Oh, you just did a great job, Leslie. I'll go to what for me is the heart of it, which is I've struggled for my entire life. I'm in my 70s. I'm young 70, 72. But it's been a long road of, good days and bad days, good months and bad months, good years and bad years, where at the core of it is the struggle and battle with weight and body image. And, we use a quote all the time about befriending our bodies. This project is about that. It is about transforming one's relationship with one's own body and becoming embodied. I often when we're doing webinars, I'll sort of laughingly talk about not having had a full-length mirror and having somebody come to visit me and say, well, where's your mirror? And I'm like, well, it's in the bathroom. You can see from the neck up, and that was sort of my mindset for so many years. Now, not everybody has that. I mean, even larger bodied women. But me, that was my road. And so, some of this is about that. And if you're already celebrating yourself and your body, it deepens it. And because you're going to get to have your photographs done by literally one of the world-class photographers, headshot photographers in LA. So we are going to be having a fireside chat about that on Sunday. If you're interested, be sure. I'm going to put my email right there. If I can find my email, let me look. I know
And
I have it.
we should note that the fireside chats are something that is only open to our membership community, the tribe.
Yeah, that's true.
So we are giving the tribe ability to sign up for this first. And then after they've had that opportunity, we'll be opening it up to the whole community. And so you will be seeing information, and we'll be talking about it more on our Fridays, what's new and coming up with lipedema. We'll be talking about it more. So you will have an opportunity and a free webinar to learn more about it later. So that will be coming up soon. So Catherine is going to be putting in, yes.
Thank you. This is interesting. Ayan says, I'm a Somali woman who grew up in the Middle East and Spain and just realizing how major lipedema is in the world. But to know that my pain is not mental, but an actual disease is freeing.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That we have heard that so often. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, and I will say to you also that you will hear people sharing exactly that sentiment at the symposium with all of our speakers that are talking about living with a lymphatic or fat disorder and how they didn't know they had a disorder, usually for decades, and it is quite freeing to get the diagnosis. That's the first step into figuring out what you can do to manage it. So yes, you are absolutely right.
One last ticker tape for our symposium, which is coming up 1 month from today. Exactly 1 month. Is today Friday? Yeah. Yep. 1 month from today. So be sure to at least go and check it out.
Yes, thank you so much for being here with us today. I try to finish up within 20 minutes, and here we are at 22, but we did have, I thought we had 3 big things, but no, we talked about 4 or 5. So we'll be talking about these and more next Friday. Happy to be here with you every Friday. Thanks for being here, everybody. See you next week. Bye-bye.
We're late because I talked about my cat. That's why.
Okay.
Bye. Bye, everyone.